Hey everyone, welcome back to the weekly astrology and pick a card reading. I missed last week, but I'm back again. Just a very overwhelming week last week. A lot going on, and I was very busy with orders as well. I'm back. So 30th of August this one's for, through to the 5th of September 2021. I'm going to talk about the astrology and then do the cards. So I'll just put the camera down. So this week with the astrology, we have the Sun in Virgo square the North Node. So this energy is can be a bit difficult because it's an energy of having to push through these obstacles. The Sun is to do with our goals, our personal aims. The North Node is the vision forward. So on a collective level, we're all experiencing this on some degree, to some degree or another. It would affect those who are born early in the sign of Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius and Pisces, because it is in mutable signs. So the Sun in Virgo is a mutable sign. Virgo is a mutable sign. Square North Node in Gemini. Gemini is mutable. So just collectively speaking, as I said, what we can expect with this energy for this whole week is having to push through the blockages, having to push through the obstacles, the issues that we're dealing with at this time. So we are dealing with a lot of issues at this time. As a lot of you know, I'm in Sydney, Australia, and there's a lot going on here. I've mentioned recently that we were under a lot of restrictions. There are a lot of rules going on here, so I won't go into all of that, but yeah, it's pretty intense. I've never seen anything like it before. I think from what I can see, we're under the strictest lockdown out of all the countries that are doing these kind of having these kind of mandates and everything at the moment. So yeah, it's pretty full on. I won't talk about that too much. I want to focus more on just general information. But there is a lot of anxiety, I'll say. A lot of people, just in general, a lot of people I know are struggling with, emotion, a lot of issues, a lot of, concern for things happening here that seem to be feeling very unbalanced and things that don't seem to be making a lot of sense. But as I said, that's all I'll say about that. Other than that North Node square, the Sun energy, which is trying to get through these obstacles, trying to push through towards the goals, trying to make things happen to clear the space towards the correct direction forward. We also have Mars opposite Neptune, Mars in Virgo opposite Neptune in Pisces, again, mutable energy. So these energies, again, I will say will affect Virgos, Pisces, Gemini and Sagittarius quite significantly. And the Mars opposite Neptune is active from Thursday all through the weekend. When we have energies involving Neptune, difficult energies, so other than a trine, and this is an opposition, you can expect some deception going on. Mars is the energy of, Mars traditionally represents the energy of the god of war. It represents action. It represents actions taken. Neptune is the planet that rules illusion. So you can put two and two together in terms of what that means when they're in opposition with each other. There is some issues with information. There could be issues with what's the correct way to go forward. There can be people feeling confused about what steps do I take? What is the correct information here so I can move forward with, my reality, with my practical details, Virgo, Mars in Virgo, with my practical reality, with my work. Virgo rules work. So with Mars in Virgo, we want to be productive, we want to take action, we want to live our lives and go forward. But with opposition to Neptune, there's a lot of diffused energy, there's a lot of confusion. So there's that going on from Thursday to Sunday. Just for anyone that has around, 18 to 22 or 23 degrees of Virgo or Pisces specifically, with this aspect I'm talking about, you will need to be careful from Thursday to Sunday about deception, especially in relation to male people around you or people that are trying to sort of get your attention in a particular direction too much. So just be aware of that. Sunday, Venus in Libra squares with Pluto in Capricorn, some power struggle energy there on Sunday. Also on Sunday we have, and that would manifest in relationships most likely, could affect the Librans, the Capricorns, the Cancerians, And the Aries, most of all, anyone around that has anything in those signs I just mentioned, around 22 to 25 degrees or 22 to 24 degrees. Also Sunday, Mercury in Libra trines with Saturn in Aquarius. So that is actually quite a good energy generally. So Mercury in Libra trines Saturn in Aquarius can be a very positive outcome about something. Can be some news with regards to fairness, with regards to equality, with regards to issues related to, in regards to relationship. Because of Mercury in Libra. Libra is about relationships. Libra is also about contracts, legal issues, legal outcomes, legal paperwork. So if you've got anything in your personal chart around 7 degrees, or say between 5 and 8 degrees of Libra or Aquarius, that could be very positive for you. There could be some hard work, some hard mental work around something important that you're doing on Sunday. You could be doing something like documents, paperwork, tax stuff, negotiations, signing leases, signing paperwork, things like that could be happening for anyone that has those influences strong in their chart. And also Sunday, Mars in Virgo trines Pluto in Capricorn. That's a very empowering energy. So that's going to be really empowering to those people that have anything in earth signs. So Capricorn, Virgo or Taurus around 21 to 25 degrees. So there could be some exciting energy around you then. There could be some progress forward around you then, or some good news, or some very productive energy. Excuse me, I've got a cough. Excuse me. Okay, so that looks very good for Sunday. Actually looks like a better day, one of the better days of the week, I'd have to say. Definitely. Even though we have Venus square Pluto, there could be a bit of power struggle energy. But other than that, I think that's a pretty good energy. Then next week we've got a new moon in Virgo, still more Virgo energy, and the sun trines Uranus next week. So I'll talk about that next week, but let's look at the cards. So I've also got the Astro dice here. I have a new deck, which if you follow me on Instagram, I used that the other day. This is the beautiful Sacred Self-Care Oracle deck. I'll just show it there. You can see it, sorry, it's side on. And I'm also using the Unicorn Tarot, which is in the middle, and I'm using the Crystal Angels Oracle for really nice angelic messages. I feel we need a bit of an angelic uplift with all the crazy going on in the world at the moment. All right, so let me just see who I'm going to do. I'm going to do the earth signs first this week. I think I hardly ever do the earth signs first. Then I'm going to do the water signs, and then the fire signs, and then the air signs. Okay. Let's have a look. And if you'd like to book a reading, you can do that. The turnaround time for majority of readings is 9 to 16 business days, and unless you book an urgent reading. So, earth signs: Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Oh, wow, we have the Justice card, and we did have that jump out. So I might do, depending if I have extra cards jump out, I will take them. But usually I just do the one card from each deck. So earth signs, you have the Justice card, which is Libra, and the Eight of Pentacles, which is a positive outcome in regards to a work situation, a positive outcome in regards to a business situation, or in regards to something legal, some paperwork, something that you need to sign, documents that are of importance, getting something completed that has a legal or financial aspect to it. What else for the earth signs? Just heard contract. So for some people it's a contract of some kind. It could be something to do with marriage, working on a marriage, because Justice is Libra, which is relationships, and Eight of Pentacles is work. Okay, so for some people this is working on a partnership, working on a marriage. Sorry if you can't see that. I don't know why, but this looks very bright, like super, super bright. I'm going to hold that up. Hopefully that looks a bit better. I don't know why the light looks weird today, but anyway. You have smoky quartz, clearing negativity, release negativity from within and around you. You might need to sage a little bit your place this week if there's been a build-up of tension. Just going to put that down again because I have to get another card. And what's your self-care oracle? I love these cards by Jill Pyle, the Sacred Self-Care Oracle. Earth signs, what is Earth signs message? Something back here, this one. Dream journal, okay. So making a note of your dreams this week will be important because you have some symbolic messages coming through. Could even be for some of you predictive messages coming through there. Okay, with the dream journal. So And sometimes when you have dreams that you feel are different or unique, it really does pay to write them down, because then you can reflect on it later. I find that amazing. Sometimes, like, I keep a dream journal for those dreams that stand out, as not just sort of my subconscious filtering stuff out from the day or whatever, only if it's a really symbolic dream or if it feels like it's a premonition. I write them down because I find that's a really powerful way to keep track of psychic impressions, what your subconscious is trying to tell you. You know, the subconscious mind is so powerful, so much more powerful than the conscious. So there's a tip here for you. For some people, you may be dreaming about something to do with relationships, because we have 2 here and we have the Justice card. They're connected, I feel, for some of you. But clear your space this week, Earth signs, because there might be a build-up of inner stress, frustration, anger, sensitivity, energy that you just feel like, okay, I need to clear this out like at least once a week or once every few days to get the energy refreshed. Okay, so you don't want to sage constantly, because it just I find that if you sage too much, it kind of it sort of lacks kind of an energy that you want to create with. I know that sounds weird, but that's what I personally find. So it is good to sage when you feel the build-up of stress or tension in the atmosphere of your home or your space. And you can sage your crystals as well. That also is good. So this is about clearing out negativity and not holding on as well, especially for Taurus and Capricorn, who tend to hold on more to, you know, hurts from the past, things that people have said and done. This week the energy is really good to clear, so you can manifest as well. All right, so those are the messages for the Earth signs. Oh, I forgot the Astro dice. Silly me. All right, so Aries, Moon. So very strong emotion this week with the Aries Moon energy coming up for the Earth signs, and the 8th house. Very passionate energy. So you may be feeling Earth signs extra intense this week. Doesn't surprise me with Mars trine Pluto, which are in Earth signs at the end of the week on the weekend. So you may be feeling extra intense, extra emotional. Get exercise, get fresh air, you know, work your body, do meditation, yoga, things that just help decharge. I personally feel I've got a lot of earth in my chart. A fellow earth sign, which I've said before, I'm a Taurus, and I've got a lot of Taurus in my chart. What I find is, especially now in lockdown that we're going through, and I live in a pretty small apartment, the energy builds up, and the tension and the stress that, especially if you're an empath, in the collective that you feel that is happening out there, the things that are happening out there that we haven't had to deal with before in the Western world, not in, you know, in our lifetime so much. It builds up, and if you're an empath, you're feeling the collective sadness, you're feeling the collective stress, tension, anxiety, fear. And so it's really important as a sensitive, as an empath, to clear your energy, to get out in nature, to decharge, and to come home and then just feel like, okay, I feel decompressed now. The worst thing to do is stay inside and just, you know, feel that you're alone and you know your thoughts are building up. Like, that's just so unhealthy. So reach out to a friend, you know, call people, connect with someone on the phone or online, get out for a jog, get out for a walk, you know, all that kind of thing. Just, there's a lot of energy that the Earth signs will be feeling this week. As I said, especially on the weekend, it is an empowering angle, that Mars trine Pluto, but it can be a build-up of energy that needs an outlet. Do something creative as well, or declutter your home. That also can help too. All right, let's move on to the water signs. Okay, water signs, what have we got? Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. This one wants to jump out. Oh, Nine of Pentacles. That's a nice card. Just get another card too. This one flicked itself out. The Knight of Pentacles. So we have 2 Pentacles energy. So for the water signs, it looks like a male energy, or a romantic situation, or a partnership relationship. For some of you, someone could be single and meeting someone new, but this is talking about something going quite slow and steady here. It could be about a work offer for some people as well. Okay, so the Nine of Pentacles can be an exciting, with the Knight of Pentacles, an exciting offer, but there's something gradual about it here. Heightened intuition, you have water signs, which you guys are very intuitive, all the water signs. Be extra aware of your inner knowingness, as it is trustworthy. Moonstone. So you might want to work with Moonstone if you're someone who loves crystals, or you like working with crystals. Moonstone helps you tap into your natural intuition. And this is saying this week in particular, it's really important to listen to your instinct and not so much, you know, what other people are saying. Of course, you know, You might want to listen to people that you trust, of course. But at the end of the day, you have to make up your own mind and listen to your own feelings. Let's see what is here. Alone time, interesting. So in this time of spending a little bit of time, maybe more so on your own, you can actually use this. See how she's in the water? Use this to tap into that deeper part of yourself that's related to intuition, meditation, some kind of spiritual practice. Even doing exercise can help decharge that excess energy that then allows you to tune in more effectively, because when you exercise, you release a lot of built up tension that allows you to go into your intuition rather than being stuck in the mind. Let's see what the astro dice say for the water signs. You have Capricorn, you have Mars, you have the 9th house. So interesting. The 9th house in Capricorn can relate to, you know, information coming out from authority figures, because Capricorn relates to authority figures. The 9th house is legal, political information. These two combined can be having a struggle about faith, with Capricorn's very pessimistic energy. The 9th house is Sagittarius, which is the opposite of that. It's about having faith. So I feel this is saying have faith. You may be struggling with your faith at this time, but you need to tap into your divine connection, your higher connection to spirit at this time, which will be giving you downloads of truth. Water signs is what I'm getting. Mars comes up too, so there could be issues to do with anger, frustration, energies to do with male people in your life this week as well. Male people could be like a son, husband, father figure. It can also be feeling very passionate about your beliefs with the 9th house as well this week, okay? Very passionate about your views and things like that. Okay, let's move on to the fire signs. So, Leo, Aries, Sag. Leo, whoa, too many cards. Leo, Aries, Sag. You have one card, the Page of Pentacles. About 5 others flipped over. I won't take those. And this one's coming out here. The 3 of Wands. Okay, so Page of Pentacles and 3 of Wands for the fire signs. New beginning. Something about planning your future, thinking ahead. Oh, wow. Be gentle with yourself. You've been through a lot. Need time to heal and recover. Wow, fire signs. That's a really deep message there. Someone's ancestors coming through in this card. I can feel it. This is a very beautiful, powerful ancestral energy coming through. Very goddess energy. And this female energy is saying, you know, nurture yourself, look after yourself, eat healing foods, and foods that like have a lot of vitamins in them, like fruits and vegetables, is what I'm feeling. I almost feel like she's offering like a basket or a bouquet of healthy, you know, fruit and vegetables, even though I think she's holding, I actually can't see what she's holding, but it looks like a crystal or some flowers or something, hard to say, but it feels like fruit and vegetables to me. So nourish your mind, body and soul with healthful food, and be gentle with yourself this week, fire signs. Page of Pentacles indicates some kind of new beginning with regards to work situation, with regards to a project or an opportunity, some kind of new development this week. The 3 of Rods is to do with looking towards the future and waiting for your ships to come in, waiting for results. So there's something that you're waiting for, fire signs, to see the results of something. And let's get your self-care oracle, fire signs. Self-care oracle for the fire signs. These ones are a bit hard to shuffle. They're very thick. I'm feeling the energy. I always just go, you know, I like it when the cards jump out, but sometimes I really feel the energy and I'm feeling it here. Okay. Ooh, sex. It's so funny because Aries and Sag especially are very blunt with, you know, often with their way they communicate or the way they are, and it just says sex. It's so hilarious. I haven't even seen this card. This is a new deck. Number 44. Well, so this could be on your mind this week, fire signs. And you might be thinking of intimacy, or having intimacy, or having some experience of this nature. Or it could be, if you're not and you're wanting that, it could be saying, you know, it could be something that's happening soon for you. So that's nice. All right, so what else for the fire signs? Taurus, sensuality. Taurus and Saturn though. Interesting. So yeah, interesting, because, you know, Taurus is about sensual energy and pleasure and indulging the senses, but Saturn is a bit of a blockage energy. So I feel like for some fire signs, this is saying, look, you might be blocked with this issue at the moment in your life. You know, they could be having some issues with this, whether it is in a relationship situation or just in your life in general. But because I had those two come up on the astro dice, the Taurus with the Saturn energy, I feel like that's saying at the moment this is a bit blocked for some of you. Maybe not all of you, but it is. But this one here, the 11th house, is about meeting new people, I'm getting. for this particular message, okay, with this card. So the 11th house is meeting new people, connecting with people out in the world. And so again, it's feeling as if this is a bit blocked at the moment for some of you. For others of you, this energy is, it's the opposite. It's like this week the energy is starting to circulate more. Things are happening, you know, you're connecting with people, you feel a bit more passionate and a bit more intense, and your base chakra is really activated this week. And there's something new you're waiting to hear the results from, but it is saying be gentle with yourself, don't try to force issues as well. Okay, so lastly, the air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. There's a card popping out here. Page of Cups, new romantic situations. What else for Gemini, Libra, Aquarius? Ooh, Page of Rods. So interesting. There might be a couple of people around you where there's like a connection, you know, of a, to do with an attraction, to do with romance, that sort of thing. Let's see what you have from the Crystal Oracle. Air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Nice. Increased support. It says your positive focus and willingness to receive have opened the doorway to an abundance of help and opportunities. How beautiful. So, you know, this could be a new job, a new romantic situation, or both for some people. There's definitely a lot of new energy here with the Page of Cups and the Page of Rods. A lot of excitement this week for the air signs. A lot of potential in the air. Thinking about your future, looking to what's coming up for you and what's going to be happening in your life. This is definitely a romantic energy, so it feels like, you know, if it's not developed into a romance just yet, it could be someone who's a friend just now, but then it becomes something more, okay? But there's definitely a lot of new energy here this week for the air signs. Let's see what the, oh, okay, there's too many there. I'm just going to try again. Self-care card. What is the self-care message for the air signs? Drink tea. Interesting. So this is about, I do feel there's a lot of exciting energy around Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and for some Geminis that are born at the earlier stage of Gemini, it feels quite strong. I have to say, for the Geminis, I'm just getting that. And drinking tea is about calming down your system. You know, you may have a lot going on, so you may want to get home and have like a chamomile tea or some kind of tea that's very soothing to you, to help you sort of wind down after your day and just kind of feel this serenity and peace through this pouring the cup ritual kind of vibe. It reminds me of like a Japanese tea ceremony a little bit, even though it's not quite conveying that, but it kind of has that vibe to it a little bit for me. And so there's something about getting home and having that ritual of pouring your tea in the evening or something like that, and doing something that's, it may not be tea, or maybe something else, but it feels like a little ritual that you do, which is very Virgo energy, by the way. Doing rituals that are comforting and feel practical, but also looking after yourself at the same time. See the Astro Dice? Neptune, Gemini. How funny. I said particular message for Geminis and the Gemini came up. Here, 8th house, deep thoughts and feelings. More money, earning money. Neptune is about feeling a little bit dreamy and romantic as well. So there could be things going on in your life that are bringing about this Neptune energy. Neptune's also about your intuition, and it's about a bit of escapism. Sometimes it's, you know, that we need that healthy dose of escapism when life is a little bit intense. Watching a movie, you know, something that just gets you out of your zone to kind of help you. I keep seeing someone like decompressing after a long day, getting home and just feeling at peace and wanting to just chill out and relax, and that's what I'm getting with the Neptune and with this card as well. So those are the messages, guys. Thank you so much. If you'd like to book a reading, the link is below, and have a fantastic week, everybody. Thank you. Bye.